You are royalty, okay? But what's crazy is while I was shuffling my cards, right, I kept hearing royalty, royalty, royalty. Even though I know that Kendrick Lamar song, I think it said loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. So you need to be constantly reminded that you are royalty. You come from royal bloodlines, okay? You come from leaders. You come from healers. You come from seers. You come from business owners. You come from people that were always in authority. Like, stop acting like you're not royalty, okay? Need they remind you? Because it seems like you need to be reminded that you are royalty, right? For others of you, you may feel like you're not royalty and you doubt that you come from that because of the simple fact that you were kind of casted out, right? And you know how in most royal families, when I don't know why that just went dark, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you know how in some royal families, when you have to abide by certain rules and regulations and laws of the family, right? Or they will cast you out. Now, the prime example that I'm thinking of is Paris Hilton. Shout out to my fellow Aquarius. Um, she was left out of her grandfather's will or something like that, and she was casted out. And then she turned around and showed them and had a point to prove and was like, I don't need your money. I'm about to make my own millions and billions, okay? I don't need your money. Did that stop her from being royalty? No. Did that stop her from having royal bloodlines? No, it didn't. It's in you, okay? It's in you. You just decided to go the opposite route of what your family and how they went and did things. You want to go your own path, but that still does not say or stop you from being royalty because you come from a royal family, okay? That those characteristic traits, the knowledge that you've obtained from being in that family, that's still with you. Never forget that. You just gotta finagle a way and to implement it into your life and how you want to live for it to benefit you, just like Paris Hilton did, right? For others of you, you are going, you could be collaborating with people right now or working together with three different people, and I feel like that there's a shift. Something's going to change with that. For others of you, if you've been, doing things on your own, that's going to change and you're going to start collaborating with other people and networking with other people and working with other people. I'm also getting to a lot of you guys either did not grow up with your fathers. If your fathers were around, it was like their presence wasn't really felt. It's like they were there but they weren't there type of energy. Then you have um the energy of your father may have passed away before you grew up, when you were a baby or something like that, or before you were born. And spirit is really nudging you to heal that energy, heal that within you. Everything that you needed your father to be for you, you have to learn to be that for yourself now because you are your parent. Same thing with the mother. Whatever you needed your mom to be for you, you are your mom and dad now. You are your parent. You need to give that emotional stability, security, protection, providing for yourself, okay? Because you're your parent now. Your inner child, which is still living within you, your adolescent self that's still living within you, needs you, the adult you, to be the parent for them, okay? To protect and provide and to have the emotional intelligence and to care and things of that nature. For others of you, you have to be proud as hell of who you are and where you are and what you've become and what you've done so far in your lifetime. Because for some of you, you were supposed to be a statistic. Some of you, you was not supposed to be where you are today. Some of you were not supposed to experience the good that you have been experiencing lately in life. In the past 6-7 years, I'm hearing like you've experienced some good things going on in your life. And you better be damn proud that you chose to experience those experiences versus what society thought you were supposed to have or deemed to have, okay? You need to be proud of yourself because you may not see it, but you have broken so many generational curses. Some of you, just being a father to your children was a generational curse that you broke. You being present in your kids' lives, having the emotional intelligence to be there for them, to be a better you, to be the better role model for those kids. We're breaking generational curses. Some of you don't even realize it, that you've broken so many generational curses, and you really need to be proud of yourselves. For others of you, you need to go have fun. Even just because life is life and does not mean you stop having fun. And fun could literally be you in your house, blasting the music, dancing, laughing, sipping on some wine, or whatever the case may be. Fun could sit there and have two friends come over and y'all all chip in and y'all sit there and make a dinner together. Okay? So don't think because life is life and you doesn't mean that you can't take out time to sit there and do something, you know, just to have that moment of joy. Because sometimes that's what you need, that pick me up to get yourself back where you need to be. You know, when my card's full, you gotta ground yourselves. Okay? And see, last reading, this was the first card that came out again. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you really need to focus on your passions. What is it that you truly love to do? And you really need to be doing it. If it's part-time, only if it's for an hour, only if it's for 2 hours, only if it's on the weekends, only on your day off. Whatever your passions are, you need to explore them, okay? Because how else are you truly going to know who you are unless you sit there and try things, right? You're never going to know what you like and what you don't like unless you try it. You know how your parents always say, oh, just try it. Yeah, sometimes you just got to try things because you just never know. You might like it. And if you don't like it, then you leave it alone, right? Many of you, you also have a lot of past healing that needs to occur, especially when it comes to your love life. You dealt with some hood boogers. You dealt with some clowns. You dealt with some narcs. You know, you dealt with some people that just were not for you. But guess what? They were there to teach you a lesson. They were there to teach you healthy boundaries. They were there to teach you how to walk away when it's time to walk away instead of trying to work things out all the time. Okay? Thinking things are going to get better when it wasn't. You know, you had to learn when to let go. You had to learn certain situations, you had to learn certain things. And I feel like for some of you, you know, you were just, I feel like you were a hopeless romantic, and you getting into these relationships and having these experiences with people left you kind of scorned, kind of rigid, rough around the edges, kind of masculine, you know. And the reason why, you know, you were masculine because you was around a bunch of bitchs. They didn't know how to balance out the masculine and feminine energy within them. They didn't know how to allow you to be in your feminine energy type of a thing. Like, you were dealing with people from your past that just possibly just wanted sex from you, possibly just like the idea of you type of energy. And now you're at that point where it's like, you know what you like, you know what you don't like, you know the red flags, you know who to play with, and you know who to take serious. Okay, you know who to have a fun time with, not a long time with, and you know who to sit there and settle down with and to build with, right? But you had to go through those experiences in order to know what was what. You wouldn't know something is hot until you touched it and got burned, right? You wouldn't know what cold is until you touched that piece of ice and it was freezing your hand, right? So it's like you have to, again, deal with the ebbs and flow of life, okay? Because life is going to life you all the time. You're going to have to start over all the time, you know? Just like when you were in elementary school. Boom, you're done with elementary school. Now you got to start school all over again because now you got to learn the ways of middle school. Boom, you learn middle school. Now you got to start all over again and learn the ways of high school. Boom, you learn high school, college, grad school, whatever the case may be. Even when it comes to the streets, you was the little homie before you become the big homie. There was experiences that you had to experience, good and bad, from being the little homie to the big homie, to the young OG, to the OG. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to everything in life, and you're gonna always constantly have to start over. Just complete the cycles, complete the lessons, do the starting over that's necessary so that you can have the new beginnings.